Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about why YouTube hates me. I'm just kidding. So when I was recording this episode of Genshin, my dumbass didn't realize that my mic wasn't on the entire episode. That was 3.5 hours of me playing and not knowing that my mic was off. Anyways, so I still edited the video. I just didn't add my mic, or obviously I couldn't add my mic. I just didn't add my video recording. I was just like, okay, it's mainly just cutscenes and playthroughs because I want to show y'all that I did the second act of the prologue chapter, but like before moving on, because if I don't post that, I cannot continuously post anything else in relation to Genshin, right? But like pretty much, for the most part, without it being really off. Anyways, back to what I was originally talking about. So I edited it, I uploaded it, I added literally everything that I fucking usually add to my videos, background music, sped up scenes. I use like that elevator reading music, beginning and ending bumpers, and then when it uploads, I get told that it is going to be blocked. The video is going to be blocked in every country for copyright purposes. Did we not see the disclaimer in the front? I put a disclaimer. I'm not going to add it now that I'm sitting here talking, but there was a disclaimer. It was very big, very bold. I added a sad hamster and everything. Like, I had a disclaimer at the front and at the end. So what the fuck? I just want to show proof to my fans that yes, in fact, I did. I mean, obviously I would have had to have done it to move on and get to the point where I'm currently at, but I'm not going to reveal that to you because then I would be telling you guys about the future the past, which is your future, that you will see, or the past that you will see in the future. That's the best way to put it. I would be telling you about that, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to spoil it, because then why the hell would you come back and watch it? That's just, I don't even know what to call that. Business marketing, whatever. If you heard any background noise, don't mind it. It's 2 in the morning right now, and it's thundering outside. I'm so happy. I've been saving this apple as a recording snack. I have the peanut butter sitting right over there. So the next time I record a video, I'm going to be eating apples and peanut butter. But you guys won't know that because I eat apples and peanut butter in most of my videos. Maybe. I don't know. I like to snack while I game. It's a problem. I like to snack all the time, actually. I can even say it's while I game. Like, I don't eat meals. I snack. I'm not properly nourished currently. My hair looks a mess. What the? Nope, other way for you. I need to wash it. Straightened it the other day, I haven't washed it yet. But yeah, I've been... Anyways, to keep my camera just, recording and to just add... I do not want to spill water on my computer, thank you. Anyways, I'm gonna tell a story that I haven't told. Well, I mean, I have told. I told it on my TikTok partially, mildly. Not even mildly. So, back when I worked at McDonald's, I worked there for 4-ish months, 5 months, I don't really know. I guess you could say 5 months because technically my end date was the end of January, but the last day that I worked was the second to last day of December. Anyways, so at that job, I was accidentally getting paid more than I should have been because just like a glitch when I got hired. So like when, at least the one that I worked at, and I'm pretty sure it's all of the ones that are owned by that one guy. I'm not going to say his name just for privacy purposes. You start at $14.25, I think, I accidentally started at like 14.50 or 14.75, and then you get like a 15-cent raise after working there for a certain period of time. So when I got that, I was making $14.90 an hour, so basically $15 an hour. And I worked like 25 to 30 hours a week. I would not fucking stop. I was on the grind. Anyways, so this one day, one of my coworkers was really upset. I don't know, we can just call her Amy. That's not her name, but I'm not giving out real names just 'cause. So Amy got really upset about the fact that she wasn't getting paid enough for the things that she was doing. She was still at like crew member salary, being a manager in training, right? So she was like saying that she got paid the same as me, and then said how much she was getting paid, and I was like, that's not how much I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid this, which was higher than her. So whoopsie. Anyways, she sent a message to the district manager and our GM of the store, and so they got mad at me because word got around that I was getting paid more than the other crew members, right? But I don't even know what the butt was supposed to be. Pretty much depending on how long you work there, you get like those minimal raises, and then they were going to be adding performance reviews anyways, which would get you to get or like it would allow you to get raises or some shit. So really it didn't matter. Anyways, so the GM of the store, she handed me like a write-up, but not just like any regular write-up, one of those like final warning write-ups where like if you, it's not like a 3 strikes you're out, it's a 1 strike you're out, right? So I didn't know what the fuck was going on at the time, so I was just like, she was like, you need to sign here and here, and I was like, shit, yeah, sign. Shouldn't have done that. But then my father got mad, and I was like, Dad, why are you mad? And he was like, well, that's against the law. And I was like, oh shit, really? So I looked up the law, and I don't have it memorized anymore because I really don't need to have it memorized anymore. But I went to one of the like government websites or whatever and screenshotted the law and sent it to my boss. And you know what she said? You know what she said? I'll just let you guess for a minute.
The wind-born bard strummed his strings.
Okay, I'm impatient. She said, that's not true. Company policy says otherwise. And I said, ma'am, this is a federal law. A company cannot go against federal law. So just a pro tip, before you try and take action, so if you work for a public company or a franchise, like whatever rules they have cannot go against federal law, like legally, they cannot. But if you work for like a private contractor, or private company, or even some corporate companies, they can have contracts that go against federal law. So like that law only applies to public companies. And one of those public companies was the fucking McDonald's that I worked at, right? Because, franchises count, right? So, anyways, instead of reporting her ass to HR, which I totally should have done, by the way, well, I mean, I did, but I also didn't. But we'll get to that. We're following the timeline, right? So I was really, really angry. And my stepmom used to be a manager at McDonald's, right? So she gave me all the insider tips. So one of the things at McDonald's is if you, like the receipts, right? They have codes at the top. Right? So they're like survey codes, right? So if you go to the MC I don't even remember it anymore. I used to have it memorized when I was really angry. But anyways, if you went to the website that it said at the top, and then you do the survey code, you can leave a review on the place. So you know what I did? I gathered receipts for a month, and I left bad reviews. and I would go there, and I would literally, like, order something, and, like, put a bad review on it. And I didn't just do, like, it wasn't, like, every single receipt. I picked them out. So, like, it wouldn't just be, like, if somebody got, like, 2 large waters, then I'm giving it a bad review. No. It was the people with, like, actual meals.
He was once such a gentle.
But another thing with that is you can only do like 2 receipts per IP address at a time or something like that. So like if, let's say for example, for my cellular data, so like if I turned off my Wi-Fi cellular data, right, I could do 2 surveys, right? And then if I turn off my data, turn on my Wi-Fi, I can do another 2. And then if I go on my laptop, use my cellular data on my laptop, I can do another 2. And then if I switch to Wi-Fi, then I can do another 2, right? So like, it's something like that. Anyways, so I have 2 laptops, and a phone. And I think I used to have like something else that I could... My Xbox as well. Yes, you can do it on Xbox as well, and yes, I did do a few surveys on my Xbox just to leave the place bad reviews, okay? Anyways, so another thing that I did was, because there was, like, only a maximum number of reviews that I could do every week, I had, like, stacks of receipts this big after my, like, 7-8 hour shifts, however long I was working. And my coworkers would give me some stacks, too, because I told them what was going on. They're all in on it. Like, fuck yeah, let's go. Anyways, so I asked my friends if they would just leave bad reviews, and they did. I think, each day I got, like, 40 bad reviews sent over. It was good. It was good. Some of them I did myself, some of them my friends did. This is the part that I'm proud of. So, the store's ratings were originally at 86%. I dropped them down to 23% in the span of 2 weeks with all of the bad reviews that I left. So, just saying. Just saying. I'm a brag. That shit was genius. Another thing, if you hate your manager, or just hate your job in general and everybody sucks and everything sucks with it, at McDonald's, so like one of the, biggest things that is a money waster is the ice cream. Ice cream and oil. 2 biggest things, right? So basically, if you like purposely incorrectly make ice cream and your manager makes you throw it away and remake another one, boom. You just cost them money. You need to do that shit constantly, but not constantly enough to where they're like, you're not allowed to make ice cream anymore, but constantly enough to where it's like, during rush hour, it's like, oh shit, I slipped up, I made a mistake. Let me redo this. Like, okay, that's believable. Or like, if you, the little like fry things, right? Don't clean the little like floaties around them. Uses up the oil. I probably shouldn't be telling you guys this, but hey, here we are. I just needed like something to say. That's a solid 13 minutes of me talking about random shit. Well, probably more like 10 because of a 3-minute intro. But yeah, so that was the story of me working at McDonald's and why I will never do that shit again. I can't say that I'll never work fast food again. But I definitely won't work at McDonald's again. Fries are good, service fries are good, management is not. And I know you can say all you want, oh, it's fast food. That doesn't fucking excuse bad management. Bad management is bad management. If you don't want to work for bad management, you don't have to. And you shouldn't have to. Like, we shouldn't have to be putting up with bad management just because it's a starter job. Like, no. Maybe if we had good management, McDonald's employees wouldn't be so fucking rude all the time. I, as a McDonald's employee, was nice. Usually. Unless somebody was rude to me. I remember on my, second official day, I think. It was either my second official day or my 3rd day of training. I can't remember, but it was one of the 2. This lady told me to stop acting like a paranoid schizophrenic and to go get her a manager. Whoever you are, I know you're not gonna see this, but fuck you. I hope every side of every pillow that you have is warm. I hope you stub your toe on every single desk, every single coffee table, every single regular table, every single counter that you pass. Your pinky toes are stubbed. Your big toe is stubbed, and it is in pain. That is what I hope. I hope that your car's service engine light just keeps randomly popping up, and I hope it stays there. I hope even when you bring it to a mechanic, the second that you leave the lot, it turns back on. Whoever you are, because that is fucking insane. Start a job or not, that is not respectful to say to anybody in any situation whatsoever. And you know, honestly, if I was not on the clock, I would have slapped that lady upside the face. I would have done a woo woo woo. Like, I do not tolerate disrespect like that. Nobody should have to. And employees shouldn't have to tolerate disrespect like that just because, starter job. Like, well, why don't I start throwing a meal at your window instead of handing it to you like a regular person? I'll open the sauces and throw them at your car too. Like, it's one thing if you, like, I know the whole, if you pay for a service, you get XYZ, but just because you pay for a service doesn't mean that you get to disrespect the employees that are carrying out that service. So, like, if I went into a Starbucks, right, I ordered a matcha latte, right, and I told the barista that she was ugly as fuck and that she needed to get me a manager or I'll, I don't know, knife her or something, right, I should not expect that my drink to, like, come to me in perfect condition. It shouldn't. Just because you pay for a service doesn't mean that you are entitled to disrespect. And for whatever reason, McDonald's customers don't fucking understand that. And I know that there are, like, plenty of customers in every single department that don't understand that, but it's specifically the McDonald's genre that really gets to me. I'm not sure about Burger King. I don't really fuck with Burger King that much. They have good burgers, but not good fries. And I will stand by that. McDonald's for the fries, Burger King for the burgers.
Oh? What are you doing here?
I just like thin fries. That's really it. I just prefer thin fries over thick fries. And then I don't like Checkers fries because they put, like, salt on their fries. And then I don't particularly prefer Chick-fil-A fries because they're in the waffle shape. They're thicker, therefore I don't like them. But I will say that Chick-fil-A does have better chicken than McDonald's, obviously. I don't know why we're getting into this debate, but hey, a win's a win. This is getting me hungry and I'm about to drive outside. Get me something, I don't know.
Here for a little shock. A little closer. Come a little closer. Seems the drive on the only thing affected by
I don't know. Another thing with the whole, like, when I said just because you pay for a service doesn't mean that you're entitled to disrespect, like, I feel like sometimes when people, customers, they pay for a service, I saw it online the other day, actually. Hold on, I need to change sitting positions. The reason that I first thought of Starbucks and matcha latte was this lady on TikTok. She had ordered exactly that at a Starbucks, and a barista in the comment, or, well, okay, let me give the context of the video first. So the lady in a video paid for a service of the matcha latte, and when she got it, it was incredibly, like, clumpy and, you know, just not up to standard of what you would expect of something like that. Anyways, so there was a barista in the comments. Let me give the context to this video first. So this lady on TikTok, she had gotten a matcha latte from Starbucks, and she had like captioned her video, or like, you know, put in the text for, like, not in the actual caption, the description or whatever, but like put in her video, she was like, if I'm paying $8 for a matcha latte, or like $8 for a service or something, I expect it to be done right. That's a very fair, you know, assumption. If I pay somebody to, you know, clip my nails, I don't expect them to start, like, cutting my hair, right? And I expect it to be, like, neat and up to quality. Like, would you, as a person, accept that service if you gave it out? Or, like, if somebody else gave it out? You know? So, like, anyways, this lady was just upset that she had paid, I don't know if it's overpriced or not, but, like, definitely an awkward amount for a drink. Because, like, I wouldn't necessarily call that overpriced, but then again, many workers make barely double that on minimum wage, and that's just not livable. It's not livable wage, it's minimum wage. There's a difference. Fight me on that, I don't care. But anyways, the barista, I get sidetracked a lot, I'm sorry. The barista in the comments, she said, she was like, oh, I'm sorry, do you want us to drink it too? Like,
is that so? Quite the scholar, I must say that, Lisa.
That's not the flex you think it is.
She's not wrong. The conflict has reached this point only because
it was a lot longer than that, but it was incredibly fucking rude. As a customer, unless, or as an employee, unless a customer has quite literally offended you, like offended your character, offended your looks, this and that, then unless they have done that, there's absolutely zero reason to have a response like that. I was never disrespectful to the customers that were respectful to me at McDonald's, but I was definitely disrespectful to the customers that were disrespectful to me. I did not care. Because if they wanted to fire me, they would have. And guess what? I quit that job. They didn't fire me.
I don't know where they come from. All I know is that they hold deep hatred toward the human world. Many hilly trolls out in the wild take orders from them and act as their weapons. Before arriving here, I too was like Dvalin, cursed and left to waste. But now, before us stands the symbol of Mondstadt's hero, the place from which Mondstadt rose.
I don't know if I have anything else to talk about.
The branches is good. I love the way it smells.
I'm moving out.
You beneath this great tree feels like when the tear was purified earlier. Like the poison is leaving
as you
my
guys
body.
know, my capping gown used to sit there from when I was gonna graduate. I didn't want it to be folded up anywhere and get creases and wrinkles. So. Oh no, you can see my other screen. No.
Because I tried to communicate with Dvalin earlier, but
I've actually been drinking water, guys. You might not believe it, but it's true.
As a result, not only did I not manage to help Dvalin break his curse, but instead was also infected myself. Yes, it was you. So to make up for it, you're coming with me to the cathedral.
The Mondstadt Cathedral?
You know,
to do what exactly?
I don't know, this one's random. Totally off topic. I really want to do a car tour, but I really don't want people to recognize my car. Like, even showing off the inside. What if some random 90-year-old dude that's watching my videos, like, sees my car in a parking lot, like, or like he's just walking in a parking lot, and then he sees all of the decorations that I showed off. Like, you can literally go back to your car and then sit and watch me and then follow me, and then now you know where I live. Like, even if I'm moving, nonetheless, still bad. Don't want to do that. The only car clips you guys will see will be from future vlogs that I shall try to do. I tried filming 2 already, but then I forgot halfway through that I was filming. So I only have like half a day, and it's just me doing my makeup and then driving my car. So I don't know.
Will it really stop Storm Terror from causing more damage?
Of course! I'm the best bard in the world. There's not a single song I do not know, no matter if it's from the past, present, or future. Look me in the eyes. Do you not find me trustworthy?
So how can we get the Holy Lyre?
It's said that it's enshrined deep within the cathedral, somewhere safe. I'll go take a look around. You can come if you want.
Oh yeah, Barbara, go!
Let me handle this. Hello there, sister.
May the Animo God bless you, young bard. How can I help you?
Actually, I know a secret that can save Mondstadt from its current predicament.
Oh, what a blessing from the god of Animo! But you should report that to the Knights of Favonius. Why have you come to me?
Because you, dear sister, are able to help. I'd like to borrow the Holy Lyre. With it, I'll be able to help Storm Terror.
Please see yourselves out.
What?
It's a vicious dragon indeed, but once the acting Grand Master makes up her mind, nothing can stand in the Knight's way.
That's simply not acceptable. Wouldn't Storm Terror end up getting killed that way?
That foolish beast betrayed the winds. Not even the god of Animo themselves would forgive it.
Please, I beg of you.
I'm afraid not, little bard. Strange. Somehow I feel so bad rejecting this sweet child.
Then, I guess I'm left with no other choice. I cannot hide anymore. My disciples, rejoice! Behold, the god of Animo, Barbados, has descended. Shocked, aren't you? Don't you just want to cry out and rejoice? How does it feel to finally meet the god you've been serving?
If there's nothing else, I'll be going back to handle the cathedral's paperwork now.
Wait!
Man, this stinks. Having to stand around here all day long, having to guard this entrance. Hey! Don't move! You can't go down there!
Seems we're gonna have to wait until nightfall to sneak in. Windblade!
Huh? She didn't even bat an eyelid. But I have at least learned what I wanted to know. She didn't deny that the cathedral is enshrining the Holy Lyre. Now, since you're the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius, maybe you can give it a shot.
Barbados bless you. Ah, it's you! The newcomer of the Knights of Favonius, aren't you? So what brings you here? Tasks from the acting Grand Master? Is that so? Not that I don't trust you. It's just that a suspicious bard came looking to borrow the Holy Lyre as well. He's full of nonsense and even called himself Barbados. He must be up to something. There are regulations in place for the use of the Holy Lyre. Currently, it's only used in Ludi Harpastum. Signed documents from the Grand Master, Seneschal, and Community Representative are all required. So, may I see the document from the Knights of Favonius?
Hey!
A signed document is required. Without it, there's not much I can do. Now, If you'll excuse me, I really am quite busy as of late.
It didn't work. I knew it.
You knew it?
I just wanted to know how influential the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius is. You see, the best warrior should always be presented with the best sword. And yet here we are. Does the story not make for a fitting ballad?
So what are you trying to say? That we're not good enough?
No, that's not it. More of a commentary regarding Mondstadt's inability to see the warrior standing right before its very eyes. Very well. Looks like borrowing it is not going to be possible. We're simply going to have to steal it. Today we stand for free will. Any suggestions on just how we steal it? Come now, speak up. That's what free will is for. Look at you, sidetracked from the start. But seriously, you're more suitable for the job than I. Aside from singing, I don't really have any other talents. Besides, if I was caught, I'd have no one to right the grave injustice of my arrest.
How can it be a grave injustice if you got caught stealing red-handed?
But things are different for you. You are the superstar of the Knights of Favonius. You have made contributions to Mondstadt. Should you get caught, you would easily be able to talk your way out of it. The guards here, it seems they're off duty throughout the night. If we manage to seize this opportunity, it should be smooth sailing from here.
Stop mentioning us getting caught!
What do you say? Yes. Seems I did mention that. Your point being? Why does your decision hinge upon whether or not I am a god?
Paimon will fill you in on her background story when we get the time.
Huh?
Freeze! What are you doing here?
No, run! Oh no! We're busted! Run!
What? Follow me.
Anything the Knights can do for you?
Master D-Luke, this is this week's accounts.
The disaster has greatly affected business.
Well, let's hope it all ends soon.
Hi! We'd like a seat at your, least conspicuous table.
The second floor has fewer customers. You'd be less conspicuous up there. But aren't you a bard? Why not sit front and center?
Let's save the paid performance for next time. We'll be heading up now. See you in a bit.
Hey, keep an eye on them. There's something strange about that bard. I'll go ask around.
Ask who exactly?
The protectors of Mondstadt.
What would you like?
Master D-Luke, have you seen two thieves around?
What happened? Why have you mobilized so many guards?
Haven't you heard, Master D-Luke? Two thieves are trying to steal the Holy Lyre.
Oh? How odd.
Isn't it? The Holy Lyre is a treasure that was played by the god of animal themselves. Such a precious piece of cultural heritage.
Why would one want to steal something they can't sell off? Would pay better to steal from my sellers.
Huh?
Sorry, off topic. Believe they headed that way.
Understood. Thank you, Master D-Luke.
Today, I think I'll have a glass of...
You can put down that bottle you stole from behind the counter.
something cold.
Right. I want answers.
Let me finish my drink first. I'll pay you. Well, with a performance.
It's not about money. You seem too young to be drinking.
No need to worry. When I started drinking, you were still... He is Master D-Luke, the boss of... the owner of this tavern. He's very famous. By the way, his dandelion wine is one of my favorites. Although most of the time I can only afford a bottle or two.
I just heard about some thieves from the guards. For the record, I like your guts for trying to steal the Holy Lyre de Hamel, even if you are fools. but we don't often get to see people like you.
It wasn't us that stole it. The real thief is still out there.
This is the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius. Why would someone so aspiring steal Mondstadt's sacred treasure?
Hotshot? Oh, so it's you. So, you and the Bard are close friends? Well, despite only being a passing traveler, you still offered your help to Mondstadt in its time of need. A shame you joined the Knights. The Knights of Favonius. Inefficient right from beginning to end. And towards the Fatui, weak and conservative. Forget it. I don't feel like talking about it.
Seems you don't really like the Knights of Favonius.
Just differences in approach is all. I have my own hopes for this city. Now, answers. Why did you steal the Holy Lyre?
You sure you want to know? It could implicate you in the affairs of the Knights of Favonius.
That's fine. I somehow always end up implicated in their affairs.
If I tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me?
It depends. I'll make my own judgment.
Then will I get paid?
Your reward will range from anywhere between 5 Mora and the Holy Lyre. It all depends on your story.
Very well. Let me put on a show.
What did I just witness? This is confidential information. Why did you let me know?
Why? Perhaps the winds are changing. What say you, Master D-Luke?
Interesting. Give me some time. I'll organize some contacts. Outlander, as one of the Knights, it seems you're not a suspect. Blonde is the only description on the wanted poster. You should be safe. As for the Bard, however, it'd be better if you stayed in the tavern.
No problem. I like taverns.
Okay. Let's meet here tonight after the tavern closes.
In place, after all.
Oh, how awful. Woohoo! Dvalin Protection Squad, assemble!
Let's put our crystals together. Oh. The color of these crystals looks muddy. Dvalin, you're going through so much pain. Let's start purifying these crystals first. Please, Traveler.
It is hard to believe such a thing is possible until you've seen it with your own eyes.
Interesting. It's like filtering wine. The process is refreshing.
I think we should have enough tears now. So next we... use the crystals on the Holy Lyre like last time.
It worked!
It seems completely different from before.
The Lyre's animo power seems fully restored. We should be able to use it now. It's all thanks to you.
Now, where should we summon Storm Terror? It must be away from the city, else there will be casualties should we fail. Perhaps here at the winery?
If the winery was destroyed, it's not something I couldn't eventually fix. But I'd still rather not go through the hassle.
The wind that blows at sea or in high places should be able to carry a bard's words far away. It's never going to work if the air is too dry or suffocating.
Paimon understands sea or high places, right? Then the best location to play the lyre would be...
If you go east from Starfell Lake, there are mountains south of the beach.
Oh, you mean that beach you were snoring away on and Paimon had to wake you?
If you head to where the cliff juts out, that place is known as Star Snatch Cliff. What do you think, Bard? Meets the requirements, no?
Let me think. Star Snatch Cliff. All right, let's do it there.
Very well. Then let's meet at Star Snatch Cliff when we're ready. Please don't be late.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. I didn't mean to...
Everyone is finally here.
What a view.
Lovely for a fated reunion, isn't it? Well, we must be prepared for a fight.
Regardless of the outcome, things finally seem to be taking a turn for the better. Mondstadt has really been going through so much recently.
Huh. In the end, the solution to our problem was as simple as a traveler in a song. I suppose the Knights of Favonius may have played a part in it too.
Oh, we get it, Master D-Luke. Everyone, please step aside. I, the best wandering bard of the mortal world, shall begin my performance with the Holy Lyre.
What has been done cannot be.
Then why do I see sadness in your eyes? Sadness that speaks of your yearning for this song.
They are communicating. Huh?
No, don't depart! Do not be fooled by him, dear dragon. He left you to rot alone. Now he attempts to deceive you once more.
Beatles.
Let your wrath fester. Mondstadt has already turned its back on you.
You were planning this all along to have me slain by them.
No, listen to me!
The time has come for the dragon to serve its true master. While you beware your magnetic cells, watch the world tremble with fear.
Dvalin.
Venti, please, be careful.
You've known my true identity for some time now, haven't you, Jean? Though, I thank you for continuing to use the name Venti.
How's the Holy Lyre? Can it still be played, or does it need to be repaired?
Unfortunately, I think it's beyond repair.
You're right. If we don't fight the evil at its source, then we can't save Dvalin at all.
In which case, I shall call upon Outrider Amber to track it down.
No need.
Why is that?
I eradicated one not long ago, in one of the Four Winds temples.
What? When?
If you want to track those monsters down, then I'll seek answers from my contacts. I've got other means for getting the job done.
D-Luke. Though he dislikes the Knights of Favonius, he protects Mondstadt in his own way.
Oh? Why does our little Paimon sound so doting all of a sudden?
Wait for my word. I'll be sure to let the Abyss Order know that their blatant disregard for Mondstadt will not go unpunished.
Your Highness, your humble servant returns. When your homeland returns to this world, we shall revel in its glory.
Thank you for Add Ast. Add Astra.
How can I help you?
You're here.
Wait, you're...
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster. A Jean you would never see, even as an honorary knight.
What a surprise. I heard about the Holy Lyre, but I never suspected it was you. So, the sound of the Holy Lyre can purify Storm Terror and return it to normal? Is that true?
That's right. Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line to try and resolve this Storm Terror issue. Now that's the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about.
Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe. But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the Four Winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it. But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the Storm Terror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius. What surprises me is that you would believe in Outlander so easily.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
I already told you not to call me sir. Never mind.
Wow, this is really awkward.
I have a rough idea of where the Holy Lyre de Hamel is.
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the subject.
The conflict between Mondstadt and Snezhnaya stems from the conflict between the Seven Nations and their respective gods. The cryo-gods Fatui seem to be after the Animo god's power. Right. If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, then the only other way to affect the Animo god's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of them.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
Paimon gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Such is the diplomacy between the Seven Nations. Outlander, ready to go? Outlander.
Jean just said the Fatui are trying to take Dval. I fear this might fall short of their true intentions. I think they intend to use... Just like Lisa traced the source of the storm to the temples.
The god of Animo? Hasn't been seen for more than 1,000 years. What makes you think that's their intention?
Oh...
Forget it. I don't like having to pry. Here, take this.
What is it?
A disguise to protect your identity. Put it on before you run into the Fatui. Unfortunately, there's still one of Mondstadt's allies. At least that's the facade we're maintaining. Our actions are going to get them stirred up. Better to not implicate yourself on a personal level.
No, no, no! Don't eat me! You're human? The entire floor's defenses have been broken. I thought it was the Abyss Order attacking. How did you guys know the liar's here? The place it's being kept is locked up tight. If you're after the key, keep going further into the ruins, but don't come after me. I don't know which one of the guards has it, but I'm sure you can find the guards and find out for yourselves.
This guy looks like he's about to wet himself.
You just worry about yourselves. One of the 11 is already in Mondstadt. Signora, when she gets her hands on you, she's gonna string you up and torture you. When that time comes, don't you dare say a word about me.
Did he say Senora? What a strange name.
Number 8 of the 11 goes by the name Signora. The fact that the Fatui can run amok across the 7 nations like they do is entirely because of the 11. We need to act quickly before she gets wind of what's going on.
Who are you? How'd you get in here? Never heard of that association before. What are you lot doing here? That lie's way too obvious. You really haven't got anything better? And just how do you plan to borrow it? Okay, sounds like a plan. All right, you're free to go. But I don't have the key, unfortunately. You'll have to ask the next guard you come across.
He says the key isn't here. Shall we try? Seems like we turned this room inside out, but no key. Time to move on to another room. that we haven't tried. Surely the key must be in there.
Who are you? What are you doing here? You're just going to attack me? I am a proud citizen of Snezhnaya. I will not falter.
Windblade!
This moment will be frozen in time.
You rats scurry out from? Senora's not going to tolerate this kind of interference in our affairs. So I'll be the one to take care of you. Save her the trouble of having to deal with you herself.
No escape!
Surrendering will be gentle.
So sore? Retribution!
Come a little closer.
No escape!
Prepare to be blown away!
You're in for a little shock.
Can't run from death.
Finally, the lyre is back in safe hands! Where did that guy go, though? He was here a second ago.
Senora is going to end you. The songs bards sing of your demise will be so terrifying. The people of Mondstadt will never sleep again for the nightmares they give them.
Big talk for a guy who still ran off in the end. Chicken.
When I was adventuring in the Ashen Sea.
Welcome back! This is the Holy Lyre! You managed to retrieve it! The pattern of flowing wind carved on the rosewood, and the strings still feel cool to the touch, too. Ah, the memories.
What do you think, Venti? Can you summon Dvalin?
Although this lyre is the real thing, I doubt that it's going to work. As you can see, the lyre has been through 1,000 years of history. Its animal power has run dry. In this condition, you couldn't play music fit for even Diluc's tavern with it.
Bards fight to get on the stage of my tavern. Don't make assumptions.
Is that really important right now, Master Diluc? And you! Did you just borrow the Holy Lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean?
Anyway, we won't be able to call Dvalin with it. The lyre itself is fine, but the strings... You're up, Outlander. Relax, it's not broken. It's just that the intensity of its animo power has greatly diminished. Do you still have Dvalin's teardrop crystal with you? Great! Try to use it on the Holy Lyre. It worked as expected.
This youthful glow.
Praising yourself? Really?
I was talking about the Holy Lyre.
Thanks to our traveler friend having purified the crystal, the Holy Lyre won't continue to lose power. That said, its power is far from replenished. It'd be great if we could get more tears. I can surmise that Dvalin will already be crying, suffering alone in some deserted place.
Dvalin.
Poor baby.
This is not something that an honorary knight can accomplish alone. I will mobilize the rest of the knights to assist. When you get the teardrop crystal, please let our honorary knight perform the purification process.
Heroes supporting each other and setting out on a journey together. How exciting! Let me come up with a song for you.
Is that all you're going to do? Just sing?
Wouldn't be much of a bard if I didn't, now would I?
You're so cheeky. You deserve an ugly nickname. Oh, Paimon knows. From now on, you'll be known as Tone Deaf Bard.
This search reminds me of a feud I once had with the Fatui. 6 months ago, a thief stole treasure from the East Temple of the Four Winds.
Whoa, what was it? A cup used by Barbados?
No. Although if such a thing existed, it would be very valuable.
What would you like?
Among all the relics they managed to dig up, one particular object was very rare. It was a vial which contained the Animo God's breath.
Relics come in every shape and form, huh?
Anyone with an eye for fine art would like to add this relic to their collection. Once word got out... They've made tons of counterfeits that can be found everywhere. In response, I just bought every one I could find, irrespective of its authenticity. We're still at it now. I've bought more than 2,000 fakes to date, and the Fatui are yet to find the real one.
Whoa, you guys are insane. So it means the real one must be out there somewhere on the black market, right? Paimon will give you a discount on them if she finds any, because Paimon's just great like that.
Sure, you can try to find the real one. I'll take what you find, even if they're fake. Once you're done, find me at the winery. I'll trade you a beer for every 20 you find.
You're in for a little shock.
Not so hard! Not so hard! Hey, get it!
You're in for a little shock.
No one escapes my sight!
Come a little closer.
Is this an answer?
Paimon didn't think we'd find Dvalin's tears in a place like this.
As knights, we are taught to hone our investigative skills.
Wow! Very impressive.
In my experience, the secret to finding what you are looking for is to never look for it in the first place.
Let's spark things up a little.
Cool it!
You're in for a little shock.
frostbite. Don't push your luck.
Let it rain. Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt. Windblade!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Dodge this!
Windblade!
Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
We're done gathering. That was hard.
It's too early to relax. We're still not done with Storm Terror. Besides, the Fatui could also be planning something.
Hey, Diluc, I heard that the Fatui have recently proclaimed you persona non grata.
What an honor. Nobody was ever proclaimed persona grata by the Fatui anyway.
The Fatui? The diplomatic delegation from Snezhnaya? What have they got against Master Diluc?
The Fatui are a problem not only for the Knights, they also present a real threat to the whole of Mondstadt. And when it comes to threats against Mondstadt, Diluc is...
That's enough, Jean. You Knights are subject to too many restrictions. You can't directly confront this so-called diplomatic scum. Personally, I despise them. If I were to choose between eating a cryo-slime alive or joining the Fatui, I'd prefer to be crushed to death by a meteorite.
Jeez, your wording is so very dramatic.
No escape! I'll race you to get him!
Come a little closer.
Yep.
Not so hard!
Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it!
Windblade! Wow, these will come in handy. No one escapes my sight. Windblade.
I'll keep this close.
Dodge this!
I'll keep this close.
Prepare to be blown away!
Cool it! Dodge this! Quite the find. fascinating.
Anyways, I'll just put this part at the end, but I hope you guys enjoyed the random ass little stories I put here and there. And then yeah, I'm hoping that YouTube, once I edit in this into the video, then YouTube takes down that like the copyright. Copyright. They're too fucking strict on the copywriting. Copyright this, copyright that. Why don't you shut the fuck up? Copyright this ass. Like, I don't care. I literally just uploaded a video of me playing Genshin. You're saying, blocked in every country. Nobody cares. They know that it's me playing it. Like, I just want to show the proof that I am playing it. Of course, in order to get to chapter 1, you have to finish the prologue. And, you know, that's obvious, but I want to show you guys that I actually did, in fact, do part 1 and part 2 of the prologue. And I can't really show that if I don't show it. Like, I don't know. Anyways, bye, y'all. Enjoy whatever. Enjoy my future videos, pretty please. I have everything linked in a way to where you guys should be able to find everything. I redid the captions for my Genshin videos so that every episode is in order, because I think like when I was doing like the auto thing on my playlist, it was putting them newest to oldest, so like episode 5 would be on top, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Obviously you guys don't want to watch it like that, so I'm pretty sure I fixed it. And then I did put, and I took out in the title the episode thing, and I put it in the description and specified this is episode 3, 4, or 5, and then if you haven't already seen it, here's the link to the previous episode. So hopefully that should help you guys if anything's been confusing, and I'm really, really sorry if the playlist thing was messed up. So I hope you guys can enjoy it now. I love you guys.